Good day, grade 12s. Welcome to the Planning for University Fall 2021 Guidance presentation. I'm Ms. Garrett, Guidance and Career Studies Curriculum Leader, and it's my pleasure to deliver our first guidance curriculum of the new school year to you, our most senior Wildcats. Click on each slide to move through the presentation at your own pace. If you're viewing this material with your class, please note that it will also be available on the guidance page of Eastview's website. For admission to university in Ontario, successful applicants require an Ontario Secondary School Diploma, which requires 30 earned credits. 18 of these are compulsory and 12 are elective. June 2022 graduates will only need 20 of the usual 40 completed hours of community service, and successful completion of the Ontario Secondary School Literacy Test, or alternatively the literacy course, is also waived for June 2022 grads only. In addition to these requirements, universities are also looking for 6 courses that are grade 12 taken at the U, University, or M, University College Mixed, level. So for your course codes, you are looking at those that have a 4, meaning grade 12, and a U or an M in them. It is very important to do your research to be sure that you know the requirements to gain entry into the university programs of your choice. The website ontariouniversitiesinfo.ca will be your best friend this year for investigating post-secondary program prerequisites. Does the business program you are considering require any 2 grade 12 U level math courses? Or does it specifically require advanced functions and calculus and vectors? Does the science degree you are considering accept data management as one of its math prerequisites or not? OntarioUniversitiesInfo.ca can answer all of your pathway planning questions. Every fall, we see many students express anxiety about gaining early acceptance to university. And so please note that you do not apply for early acceptance. If you want to be accepted early, then as soon as you have your confidential PIN number in November, submit your application. You cannot apply without a PIN, and PINs are distributed to high schools across the province at the same time in November. Note that this year, Ontario universities do intend to collect midterm marks in first semester. This is a new practice, only begun last year. In some cases, your grade 11 marks will be used as holding places in your admission average. In this first example, if your grade 12 ENG 4U University English course is scheduled in second semester of this year, then schools may use your grade 11 ENG 3U English mark from that course that is already completed as a placeholder in determining your average for admission. Excellent results overall in grade 11 can work to your advantage, as the average of those marks can serve as an initial admission average for university when you apply following distribution of the PIN numbers. Here is an interesting case study that emphasizes the importance of taking the correct level of courses in grade 12. Student B is taking courses all at the university level, though their marks are lower than student A in the college stream. This Algonquin College program, and many like it, Do not give special consideration to the level of study. Decisions are made based on marks alone. Student B in this example is not assured a seat. It is important to stay in close contact with your guidance counselor throughout your grade 12 year. Night school and private school courses require manual updates to your Ontario University application, and we need to work together to ensure applications reflect the necessary details. If you are planning to graduate in June 2022, then all of your required credits need to be earned in June 2022. You cannot earn your final credit in summer 2022 and still cross the stage in June. Every student in Ontario is required to maintain an individual pathway plan, or IPP. And in Simcoe County, we do this through My Blueprint. There are many other helpful functions that My Blueprint includes to assist with pathway planning, and grade 12s are especially encouraged to use its budget feature to explore the costs of post-secondary studies. On the My Blueprint homepage, you log into your account. Please be sure to look for the little school bus icon so that you log in with your usual SCDSB username and password. Every Wildcat has an account, so no one should be making a new one. If you do need login assistance, your guidance counselor can help you. Every year, there are different required activities that make up your IPP completion. Clicking Post-Secondary from the dashboard allows you to search for college and university programs right across Canada. You can click on the list of programs that comes up from your keyword search to learn about admission requirements and other features. The Ontario University's info website has been updated this year to help bridge the gap between school visits and campus tours that would usually be happening in the fall and the needs of potential applicants who can't meet face-to-face with school reps. On the home page, you click Find a Program to let you search by keyword. Type in your area of interest. Then the overview for each program shows you the mark cutoffs that were used for admission in the previous school year. The health science program at Western, for example, shows high 80s. By clicking Requirements, you get a list of the grade 12 U and M level required courses for consideration into each program. You won't want to miss the Ontario University's virtual fairs. Be sure one of these dates makes it to your calendar. I highly encourage my students to research labor market trends in combination with pathway planning. Are there actually predicted to be job openings in the field you are considering when you graduate? The Ministry of Training, Colleges and Universities can help with this investigation. It is helpful to distinguish between some of the language you will encounter in pathway planning. For September 2022, you are applying to undergraduate degrees. These are the first degrees you earn out of high school. Following your earning of a first undergraduate degree, one might go on to pursue a graduate degree, like a master's level program, or even a doctorate level program after that. Different expressions may be used to describe the same undergraduate degree opportunity. Business can also be termed commerce or business administration, for example. If you are interested in teacher education, you have the option of either consecutive or concurrent programs. Consecutive refers to earning your undergraduate degree first, then pursuing teacher's college. Concurrent refers to studying teacher education at the same time as your undergraduate degree. In this case, you can apply right out of grade 12. Collaborative degrees are earned through a partnership where both a college and a university deliver your program content together. You get the best of both worlds, of skills and theory. Here's a snapshot, but I highly encourage everyone to have a look through the list of available programs at the OUAC website. Another option available to you are degrees that are granted entirely by colleges. You apply separately for these at ontariocolleges.ca, and they are highly skills-based and hands-on. Here's an example. Again, the credential earned is a bachelor degree. After completing a university degree, it is not uncommon to plan an additional program as part of your post-secondary pathway plan. Graduate certificates can offer you employability skills to make you more competitive in the job market. Here's an example, and I strongly encourage you to look up the full list of options. There is a wide range from human resources and communications to drug addiction, forensic accounting, and technical writing. Pursuing co-op is a great way to get experience that can set you apart from the pack at graduation. We see Ontario University's info.ca coming up again, as it really is designed to be your one-stop shop for research this year. At the end of the month, we will be starting these important guidance appointments. Please bring your pathway planning questions and ideas. Here are some examples of the kinds of things you want to be thinking about in order to make the best decision about which schools will be a good fit for you, combined with your personal strengths and goals. This year, we may not be able to host school visits or head out on a tour in the same ways that are usually possible. But do check out the virtual events, tours, webinars, chats, and videos at Ontario University's info.ca to keep informed and connected. There are pros and cons about considering whether to take a year off before pursuing your post-secondary studies at university. We can talk more about this in your grad check appointment if it is relevant to you. If you are currently getting accommodations through an individual education plan, we encourage you to bring that IEP to each school's access center when you visit or speak to school reps to find out what supports can be put in place for you next year. The Jvis interest inventory takes about 45 minutes to complete and is an enhanced version of earlier interest surveys that you might have tried. I like it because there is a consistency index that helps determine how consistent your answers were from start to finish, as tests like these can feel long, and it's important to know how much weight to give the results. This is a reminder of earlier surveys you may have already tried and want to revisit. The information presented here is primarily focused on staying in Ontario. Different requirements exist for out-of-country study. Different application deadlines exist for different provinces across Canada. Check and double-check websites. Post-secondary studies are expensive, and it's important to collaborate with your family members and support team about your research and choices. Visiting OSAP's website can give you more information about student loans available for post-secondary studies. Be sure to note the dates of the workshops and watch your email for details about how this information will be communicated. It is important to note that the application deadline for applying to Ontario universities is January 13th, 2022, and the fee is $150, which gives you 3 program choices. Closer to Christmas, we will hold help sessions to provide any necessary supports for applying to university. Remember, you cannot apply until your PIN arrives. That is your cue that the applications are ready to go. The After Eastview resource booklet will be emailed to grade 12s this year. Keep it flagged for ongoing reference throughout the year. We have already seen an increase in communication via email to guidance during these unusual times. There are some things that we can only communicate through school email. So it is very important that you know how to and are regularly checking that account. Please don't assume we can tell who your email message is from. Please sign every message with both your first and last name. Please remind your friends in other grades to do the same. The spring is a long way off, and none of us have a crystal ball to know what it holds. But it is important to understand your responsibilities should an in-person prom be possible. You will have to be on track for graduation in order to buy a prom ticket. This means all 30 credits earned by June and the required volunteer hours, 20 for June 2022 grads, handed in by the ticket sale window. A reminder of the very important research websites mentioned today: My Blueprint, Ontario University's Info, and Ontario Colleges. Also, you are encouraged to follow us on Twitter as the best source of quick announcements from the Guidance Department. Thank you for your attention to this presentation, grade 12s, and wishing you good luck in the next steps of your post-secondary plan research. The Wildcat Guidance Team looks forward to following up with you at your grad check. Stay well.